All right, team. No, it's not team. It's leaders. Hey, leaders. It is October 3rd, so for recording purposes, and I'm so excited. We have so many of us on today. October, all year long, it's like it's almost October, and here it is, and we are off to a great start. Lot of activity this week. We did hit the team goals, so I'm going to be able to add jewelry to that raffle with the bag, which seems to be a big hit. I think that's going to be an exciting raffle tomorrow. And there are like 4 billion names that'll go in it because all the Sparkle boxes are on there, plus all the people that worked, all the people who threw in an extra, something. So, hey, I wanted, is Jennifer Ewart on? Oh, there you are. Okay, so Jen, are you able to unmute and specifically share the incentive you did with your team this week?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just real quick say though, wait, before you start. So Jen, as you know, is gunning for senior division this month. Because honestly, if last month had a 5th week, she might have been able to do it. But, so what she wanted to do was not have it all come in at the end. So she had a really creative idea for getting early activity. And of course, this can apply to any time you want to increase your activity. So go ahead, Jen. Now I messed up. Now we can't hear her. She appears to be frozen. Wait, now she's moving.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Oh, yeah. No. Wait, I changed my answer to no.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I was like right in the patch of farmland where there's like zero service, but I think I'm okay now.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, perfect. Okay, well, I can credit for this was definitely a collaboration of Ashley and
Jen, you're in and out.
We were just.
We can't make out what you're saying. All right, let me skip.
Is it any better yet?
That sentence was good. All right, hold on. We'll circle back to Jen when she's a little closer to civilization. Hopefully she's driving towards it.
I think I might be out of it. Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I'm at. There's like this funny little stretch. Okay, so I definitely can't take full credit because it was a collaboration of Ashley and I as we were just kind of bouncing off like incentives and things that we can do for this month that she felt like would be motivating for people. And so she helped me with the idea that people can choose their own prize and that basically everybody essentially can be a winner. And so what I decided to do is that I knew that I needed active people. And so that's where I wanted to start with this month is getting as many people active and excited as possible. So I just let everybody know that if they submitted $300 net by last night, that they got to choose any piece that they wanted, $100 or less, and I would be mailing it out to them. And as of last night, I had 5 or 6 already active for the month. So that was huge for me.
Huge. Now I want
lots more that are like halfway there.
So what I thought that she did that was really smart was, first, she did a post. If I was to give you any piece of jewelry as high as $100, what would you pick? And then they commented what piece they would want. And then she told them what the incentive was. So then they already were excited about the piece that they previously mentioned. So that was really smart that she really did it as like a 2-part introduction. So she's now at least half the way to the actives that she needs. So what I had suggested to Jen last night, I said, you know what? You might want to consider doing the same incentive for those that did not achieve week 1, do it for week 2, but then also do a raffle for everybody that's active. That way, people who did it the first week feel like, I got my prize and now I can still win something else. But the people who didn't do it, and Jen, I would make it $300 for the week. Again, not that they can add to the week before.
Okay.
A fresh $300, same as the people week 1.
Yeah. Okay.
And then they'll have prizes as well. And I bet you can be at your full 10 and can concentrate on volume for the entire rest of the month.
That's what I'm thinking too. So yeah.
So Elizabeth, I saw you start to put a little, something similar, but I think that the step that she did first with asking them for their favorite $100 piece they don't have was a great idea to get them moving on that first. So if anybody else likes that idea, go for it, because it definitely worked in this case. Also, she's on the phone thing now, but there was like a still picture of her in the beginning. I don't know if you guys noticed, but Rebecca Ferguson is back. Now, what is so funny, so she's an area leader from Colorado Springs, and she was with us like 2 years ago and so like it's been well over a year since she's been active with us. And the funniest thing that she called me yesterday and she's like, Michelle, this is so crazy because just recently my mom was asking me about my jewelry and I was thinking of maybe getting into it. And then your welcome email came and I said, I didn't sign back up yet, but I thought that meant, I couldn't believe that happened to come at the same time. I said, see, it's a sign. Because when I sent out the welcome letter to let everybody see the new one, that's what she's talking about. So it worked out that it went to everybody, even the inactives, because, it kind of helped her nudge back into re-engaging. So I'm super excited to have her back. Mary Grace had done a visit with her to launch her back in the beginning. And even when I told Mary Grace she was coming back, she was super excited. But Linda, do you want to share a little news too?
Hold. Can you hold that thought? I'm gonna come back in 2 seconds.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Sorry.
Well, while we wait for that, does anybody else just want to share something good that you were happy about last night or this week, or that you are excited about for this week? Tell us something good.
Well, Laura Lee on my team reached out to me last night to let me know she's doing a sip and style in her city. She lives the next city over for her and her few girls that are on her team.
How great is that? When is that happening?
Let me look at my phone. Soon, very soon, because one of her girls still needs to qualify, and this is supposed to help her. Mm-hmm. October 11th, Friday.
Oh, that's soon.
Yep.
That's awesome. Okay, great. That is great. Now you can, there's fun things that you can do as the leader there. You could show up like the prize patrol and give out something to anybody that's booking. You could, let her know that you could, if you're free that night. If you're not free, you can always just give her something, but just something to think about.
That works.
Cool. That's great, Summer. The growth is coming. All right, you ready, Belinda?
Yes, I'm back. I'm super excited because I received a phone call yesterday from one of my girls from my old Cookie Lee girls, and she decided she started for a little bit, and then it really wasn't her time, and now she's back. And she's coming in. She's in Sacramento, I think, California, and she's coming back as a sales VP, and she's building the whole place over there. So I am super excited because in the middle of her joining Park Lane and quitting, she joined Touchstone, and she went up 5 levels from when she first started for the first year. So yeah, she's not, she's not okay where she's at, and she needs something new. So now she's ready to start Park Lane. Really happy about that.
How fantastic is this? So
Congratulations,
Belinda. And you know what? This is such a great reminder. There is no old lead. Because the way that this happened was Scott's mostly in California now. And he contacted Lori Mitchell and was like, I want to see some people in California. What leads do you have from California? I want to see somebody. So she re-provided some leads. Danielle was one of them. He gets in touch with her. He flew her into San Diego because he said that was the most economical, smooth thing, was to bring her to San Diego. And then he drove up to San Diego, spent the whole day together. Now, of course, neither of us knew any of this was happening. And then I get the call from Scott yesterday, and I was like, oh my God, is Belinda now? So then, but I didn't say anything because I thought Danielle would want to tell her herself, which she did.
You did.
So, of course, I'm dying. I'm like, did you talk to her yet? She's like, oh yeah, I called her a little while ago. Hello? I'm like dying on the edge of my couch here. So now, why there's so many reasons why this is fantastic. Of course, we're going to have an exciting new sales VP when you guys, I'm hoping she'll be able to come on to some of the calls and stuff because she is super smart. She's beautiful. She's well-spoken. It just really was a matter of bad time. It was all the way back in 2015 when she originally, and she wasn't here long. Something was wrong. Something, whatever. Anyway, so many great things have happened. She's back. She's excited. And now, so that you guys, again, with a lateral, this means that Belinda can earn the 2% on Danielle and her team. And also, as Belinda approaches sales VP, Danielle and her team's sales can count for 50% of her promotion to sales VP, which with Donna coming down the pike strong is really going to be clutch. So the timing could not be better in terms of the growth and everything. And, we get an awesome new leader on our team. She gets the fresh start that she wants. There's literally no downside to the whole entire thing. So just really, really great news for the team. So very awesome.
And she counts as a new recruit for this month, so I'm excited.
Correct. When you do have a lateral, that's true. They count towards your trip. Like you get her points just like a regular recruit. So if Danielle says 5,000 this month, Belinda's getting 10,000 points, double. Well, for the first 3 weeks, I guess. And then, but she also counts as one of her 4 that she needs for the trip. And of course, if Danielle does pull off earning the trip herself, then Belinda gets yet another trip. So you kind of get to double dip a little with referrals, with lateral referrals in terms of the trip. That's how I got an extra slot to Greece, because Tish earned her trip. So they gave me an extra trip. So I earned it for 2 and cashed in the 3rd one. And then that was my spending money. Anthony was like, wow, this truly was a free trip. Like, we did 2 days at that beach because we had the money. So there's just so many great little perks. Because sometimes people are like, oh, I'm not going to do that. They're going to be above me. They're not going to be on my team. There's 1,000 good things that come out of a lateral as well. It's just bonus income. It's bonus, it's just support for everything else that you need. So it's awesome. Summer, you're putting in something in the chat here. I have a lead for a leader from Lime Life. Michelle messaged me after. Okay, I don't know what that is, but I will gladly do that. Awesome. So I thought, oh, does anybody else want to share something good? I'm sure that not just one person wants to share something good. Elizabeth, are you able to talk? I'm sure you have something that you want to share. Yeah, you're Elizabeth.
Well, I had told you yesterday that I met with someone that's looking to possibly come back from Tish's team. She's a fashion director, so she would be new. And just doing a lot of one-to-one follow-ups with my team members. So right now I have 7 of them that are active in the first week. So I'm happy about that.
That's
Yeah.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Love it. Love, love, love it. Ashley, are you able to talk?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, hi.
Are you putting Division on your radar this month?
Yes, I am. I have a launch party going on Facebook right now with somebody from Limelight, actually. Because one of their top leaders, she had like a team of 15,000. She got let go. So it's rocked a lot of the company. And so one of my friends sells that, and she jumped on our promotion for the $20 kit. So I have her, and then I have 2 Trick or Treat Yourself events next week.
How cute is that? Trick or treat yourself. There's another nice Halloween theme.
Yeah. I actually learned that from Tani, which is funny that I learned anything from her. But look, I'm bitter right now. I'm very bitter right now about that. But so it's 2 hostesses. They live nearby and they know each other, and they're gonna each have a Trick or Treat Yourself event. So as their launch.
Awesome. All right, so that's some new blood, some new recruits, some sales.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's Limelight?
It's makeup
Skincare. Yeah.
Yeah, they do like high-end skincare makeup stuff. I guess it was like put together by a bunch of professional makeup artists, and they formed a company. And it's pretty big. I think it's Limelight by Alcone, it's called.
Mm-hmm.
So if you know anybody who does it, it's a good time to reach out, because I guess a lot of them are just, I guess there was no explanation given, and it's kind of left people feeling a little bit insecure.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
All right, now we have a new project for today. Everybody go find
It's
somebody for
huge.
Limelight.
It's huge.
I know a girl in San Antonio too that does it.
Okay.
It's huge here.
I know Unique is huge here, but yeah. Okay. Research to do then.
All right. Thank you
Actually-
for providing us a project.
Just a quick question for Ashley. What is your what is it called? Trick or treat yourself?
Trick or Treat Yourself. So
Are
I just
you
got the
doing some
name
snack
from.
stuff? Yeah.
I'm just gonna decorate like Halloween, and then maybe do like a little costume game or something.
Okay.
But just theming it, just another like seasonal theme option.
Exactly. Okay.
And a lot of the stores I've seen, like Michael's and Joann's and stuff, they have their, I don't know if you guys have that there. It's like a hobby crafting stores,
Yeah.
but
we
a
do.
lot of them, okay, they're like holidays, Halloween stuff's already 50 and 75% off. So I've been going and just getting some seasonal decorations and just gonna
Okay.
theme it up for everybody.
Yeah.
Good.
Thank you.
All right, awesome. So back at the leader retreat, we had talked about that income class. So do you remember that from the binder when it was the whole thing about, if you ask people if they want to promote, they don't always answer. But if we did a post that said, who wants to make $50,000 or more with their Park Lane business, we'd get 1,000 comments. And then we show them how when you promote, that's what you can earn. So we had said maybe we'll do that in September, but timing-wise, that was not happening. So now it's October. So if we want to do this for like the final quarter, this would be the time to bust it out. So the materials for the income class are the whole section of your binder that's called Future Leaders. And again, if you weren't here, it's uploaded in the Top Guns page. It's all the future leaders, so the things called FL1, FL2, all those uploads. And it's just a real brief class about how to earn the income. And remember how it's the one too that had the chart where I converted it from industry average to actual Park Lane numbers. And if you do this many shows, you'd earn this. If you had a team selling this much at an average of 8% override, you'd earn this. And then that's how we show them how to make that money. It also then, of course, moved on to that big chart where it's like the 14 weeks to rebuilding your business. Remember that part you guys like so much? It's like week 1, you do a show, 2 shows yourself. Week 2, you're doing a launch for Karen, 2 shows yourself. Then Karen's recruit. Remember that big chart that looked confusing at first, but then when we read it, we were like, oh, yeah, that's not confusing at all. That would be the income class. All part of the income class. What's that?
I said I feel like Belinda's.
Shoot, we can't hear you again. Are you back in the cornfields?
Oh, sorry. I right now.
All I hear is Belinda. That's all I hear.
That's all I hear too, Belinda.
I think she's gone.
Yeah, it's actually worse because now she's frozen as well. Oh, but now she's up close. So what are your thoughts on we do this soon?
Sounds good to me. Because this is a high selling season anyway, so
Right.
talk about income.
And I feel like the biggest thing about promoting is having enough shows. And if there's a time of year you're more likely to have enough shows, this is it.
Mm-hmm.
Jen, do you want to try again? Well, basically, if we're going to go ahead with it, I need to kind of do that whole, drop the bomb post, see who answers. We need to also make sure we're reaching out to our own teams. We can't just depend on that they'll see a post. I can also send a team email out about it. That would actually be cool. And then invite them to a kickoff. It would probably just be maybe a 3-class series. So of course it's just a matter of when do we offer it? We pick a weeknight. I feel like I would like to do it on Tuesdays after the welcome call, like Tuesdays at 9 when we used to do the 9 Eastern when we used to do the Mercedes call.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just because I hate Sunday nights are great and terrible. And now that it's football season, I feel like Sunday nights are not as good as they are in the spring. All right. So then maybe we'll do Tuesdays at 9 Eastern. That way it's after the welcome call and everybody's kind of, a good amount of people are home and I'm already at the computer and stuff. And then I'll reach out that maybe you guys can take little parts and stuff so that they're not just listening to me all the time. And we'll get them rustled up because honestly, if we start it next Tuesday, we can have some people apply it right now and pull off the promotion in October, being as October is so long. So especially if they were already they were already part of the way there. Okay, Jen put in the comments, I feel like Belinda is living that chart right now. Yeah, Belinda's living the chart. Donna's living the chart. Anybody who is bringing in a lot of people is living that chart. It's true. Very fabulous. All right, so what else would you guys like to chat about today? Those were my two main topics. So you want to talk about that some more, or something else, or you want to share some more good news, or share a challenge you want to talk about? Oh, Rebecca's picture is back. Yay.
I think
I
I'm
have
going
a
to start.
question.
Oh, go ahead, Elizabeth.
So I would like to get my team to the point where we can do like those sipping styles, how you all do. Do I have to wait until because I'm just like, where are you guys finding these people? Like, are you going out holding up a sign on the sidewalk? Like, where you finding all these people at?
Well, you have to remember, our sipping styles built over a period of time. We've done tons of sipping styles for 15 people, for 12 people, for 20 people. That's why now we're in a bigger venue. All of last year, we used this little pizzeria called Vincent's, where if we had more than 15, it was actually like a problem, you know, because it was like the side little dining room of the place, and we had to be out by 9 and whatever. So we've built it up over time, and what builds it isn't so much the customer base, it's as the team grows, the event grows. Because remember, who's there over and over is not our guests, it's hostesses. So at a Sip and Style, we always make sure we have the next date ready to go, the next 2 dates really. But if you were at the time, earlier last year we had the next one, and we encouraged people at that one to either book a home show if they preferred home, or to book the next Sip and Style. So that then, hostesses, guests from this one become hostesses of the next one.
Okay.
So that's how it starts to build. Now, as you have more local recruits, there's more participants. There's launches taking place at the Sip and Style, which means that very often those guests book their party at an upcoming Sip and Style, which we don't want everybody to do. We do like people to book home shows. We can't just have everybody's entire business running out of a Sip and Style. That's not great. Although it's certainly better than a show not happening at all. Yeah, Belinda, what else would you say to that question?
I mean, I think it's, when it comes to Sip and Styles, it's definitely great when you have a lot of people launching at the same time in the same month, especially if you're going for promotions or whatever you're doing, because we don't have to leave the house 5-6 times just to launch somebody, not even your own shows. We can put them all into one Sip and Style, and that's what we've had 130 people one time, where we overpacked the place. But I think it's, Sip and Styles are really good if you're trying to get a lot of people started. And when it comes to recruiting, when I tell you talking to everybody about the business, is not even like, the next word is, you know what? I rep a company from Chicago. Do you want to join my team? That's Donna. So that's every time. So that's the reason why, she's building her team so quick. And I'm building it in a different way, because we're in the same town. Michelle is really close. We're all like really close. We go to the same places, so we deal with the same people. So it's kind of tough to recruit in the same places. So I'm gonna, that's why I've joined different organizations like the Flutterflies that I'm doing now. I've got a lot of business from them. One of the biggest ones that just happened, I did all cash and carry, and I turned all that money and put it back into my orders, so that I can get my jewelry back, because I sold my kit, really. So, listen, money is everywhere. I did another couple of shows at a cafeteria, the same way at Belinda's job, my other girlfriend that owns a cafeteria in a building. and she gets a lot of people coming. I did another one. The other one was a bust, but the other two that I did were, you know, at least 1,000 or more each in sales, all half price plus tax. Of course, I didn't charge shipping, but then I had to pay for the shipping on my, you know, when the stuff came. But listen, I got back my jewelry and some pieces that I wanted to get rid of. So I got nicer ones now from the new catalog. So it worked out well. And I just think, you know, you gotta talk to everybody. My kids are tired of that. They're like, there she goes again. But that's our job.
Well, the other thing too is that anytime recently that Donna didn't have her own hostess, she was real intentional about inviting like 3 people that she wanted to have look at the business.
Exactly.
So she sat with them and, you know, was like commentating on the side, and then at the end just straight up asking them for a booking to launch their business. Do you want to get started? Do you want to do a decider show? We have this one happening on this date. Why don't you bring some friends? So it's a matter of intentionality for sure.
You know, can I just say that
I was just about to call upon you, so yes, go ahead, Phyllis.
we did our first Sip and Style, a team Sip and Style last Friday night. And one of the things that mine was totally different because I'm at the place where it sounds like you are, Elizabeth. I wasn't sure what to do. I had been to them, the girls in New York. I knew I wasn't going to have a big crowd like that. But what really worked out for us was the fact that we had 5 or 6 new recruits last month. And so all of those, they got a chance to see and understand. And like Michelle said, and we did have some customers. One of my recruits wants to start promoting right away, so she brought girls who are interested and are going to sign. And one of the things that really excited them was the fact that we were working with them, and they saw the support. They had the venue, and everything made it so simple for them to make the decision to say, yes, we're going to come on board. So that worked out really well. And like I said, it was a team effort. And everybody who came thought this made it easier to do a business to take up events like this. So they're coming back next month, and we had a date for the very next one. So the next one is the third Friday in this month, and they're bringing their own guests back. So it was, you know, you just have to get in there and do it just like you're doing a regular show. But I think it's really good for new team members to experience it together. So they called me this time, and we've been talking about it ever since last Friday. The idea now is that each one of them is responsible for bringing a table full of people and bringing food for each of their people and different things. So I gave them some responsibilities, and they feel like they're part of the team. They had a lot of fun. They saw how it works. So it's like Belinda said, it's not like I have to go do a bunch of who are trying to join the team. They were convinced just by seeing what we were doing.
Yeah, Donna sells that like crazy. I've overheard her say a million times, look how easy this is. Michelle's doing the show. Donna really sells that hard. Like, sometimes I'm like, man, she is like really selling me here, because she's like, Michelle's one of the top leaders in the company, and we get to have her do a show right here with us all the time. You know, I've heard her say that time and time again. And look at the support you're getting. You don't even have to do the show. You don't even have to bring your jewelry. You show up with a couple of raffle items, you bring your paperwork, we help you do orders at the end. We help you book shows at the end. And if they don't, I've noticed too, anybody who's new that doesn't have guests, you know, it's, you know what, you still want to come. We're going to have you help out. We're going to have you learn. So we have these girls selling raffle tickets. We have them doing it. And then after a while, they're like, okay, I'm the only one here not making money. I want to make sure that I have people here next time. So people who sold raffle tickets the first 2 weeks now are like, oh, I have a table. Not that doesn't mean they can't sell tickets, but you know what I'm saying? They know they're there and they're leaving with no sales, but they're watching people leave with stacks of orders. So, Elizabeth, it's just going to take time to build. If your first Sip and Style has 12 people, then the next one has 15, the next one has 20, then you might be back to 12. It's okay. It's okay. It builds.
It really does.
Yeah, because I've really been
worried
thinking
at one
about
time.
doing that, because I think ours is too far apart. Like, we're only doing them when it's a new line, and I'm just like, well, all the people that didn't get to come, like, what happens to them? So
I
this
would
is
do
why I'm trying to
one
reach out to them to do
a month.
individual. So I need to start doing that.
1 a month for sure, especially since it's you and Larry both close by to each other. If you're going to be doing them together, you might even be able to do 2 a month. And you have like nice, inexpensive venues and stuff. Like, there's no reason for you not to. You know,
Yeah, because the spots that he usually gets, we don't pay anything.
You know, people could win a gun at your venue. Remember?
I honestly think that we were doing them once a month, and when we started doing them once every 3 weeks, it like was so much.
That's the best. Yes.
Yeah, I think that picked up the business for us.
Yep.
You know, now we have 4, and it's, you know, some of them are full, some of them were like a couple of people here, and you know, so I think it's a little too much. I think 3 we should, you know, that, you know, but at least like to start every 3 months, every 3 weeks, I would definitely do it. Not a month.
Because then sometimes you have 2 in a month, sometimes you have 1 in a month. It depends. But every 3 weeks is a good distance because people at that one tend to book the next one.
You know what else I found was interesting every Sunday, and this was just since Friday. I have heard from all of my new recruits, new team members. They're all excited about trying to find customers and get ready. So having them engaged, this helped them to be more engaged instead of being out there on their own. And I thought that was really, really interesting that people just were so excited about being a part of the next one.
Yep.
So I'm looking forward to that. I mean, Belinda, you told me that the every 3 weeks was the best option. So that's exactly what I did. And I booked it. We talked about moving. Candace did this with me, Candace and Bianca, and we talked about moving into another venue. But I think consistency in the same venue is going to be good. The food was good. We had one problem. I'll tell you something funny. I collected the raffles in a plastic bag. And I set the bag down somewhere towards the end of the event. I knew exactly where I set it. And the girl who was cleaning, the bus girl, came in to clean up and threw my money in the trash. So make sure you have a place for your raffles. And actually, our waiter was absolutely awesome because he went back and dug through the trash and found the money and brought it out with all the garbage in it. He had to wash the money off.
No joke.
So now I know to have a real raffle box and all that stuff. Yeah. I think you could really do it, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Well, I honestly think that Elizabeth, I mean, you're being very like intentional with your team, with getting in touch with everyone, making sure that they're doing what they're doing. And I think that right there is huge.
Yes.
And just by doing that and starting to do, you know, your sipping styles, you'll see it's going to grow. Just continue doing what you're doing. You're going about it the right way.
It really is, as is everything, it's the consistency. If they know that you're having it this week, and then there's another one in 3 weeks and another one in 3 weeks, just like you said, you know how you did that Zoom with them, and I think you had one person, but you said it was going to be weekly, so like you got to give it a chance to catch on because
the one on Monday, 5 are going, so.
Right. And the same thing will happen with the sip and style, because if they think that it's only once in a while, they're not focused on it. Our team is always asking when the next one is. We really have ingrained in them, these are the next 3 dates. They know when they are. They know they can offer a brunch or a nighttime, and they know when it is, so that when they meet people, they have the information. And they know
I think it's just building that momentum.
Yep, and this is the time to do it. Belinda's absolutely right. You have new people. They don't know what's normal and what's not normal. This is what's normal. Get them into a sipping style. Yep.
Okay. Okay, I'm excited.
Me too.
Elizabeth, it does work. We started doing monthly ones, and I'm encouraging my team, have a hostess there, not just bringing random guests, but have somebody hosting. And if nothing else, I figure, you know what, if they can't participate, I'm going to at least have a hostess there. And so like tonight, we've got one. I've got a hostess having a show, but then I'm doing my breast cancer fundraiser too. And then Sandra on my team is doing her fundraiser. So, but I just keep giving them the next date, and having the next date helps because they will book for that date. The lady I'm hosting tonight, she booked at our last one because I said, well, I'm going to be here again October 3rd. And so she's like, okay. I mean, sometimes they're small, but sometimes, you know, I think we're expecting about 35 tonight. So
awesome. That
for
is
our small team, that's okay.
That's way better than okay. That's excellent. Excellent. Love it. Love it. Yeah, the excitement definitely grows. It really does. So the other thing, and I know that you guys all received it, we talked about it briefly, but I just wanted to share with you a little bit. So you know how I added that video to the welcome letter? And then did you see I added a new paragraph at the end encouraging them to hit reply, say hello, and then I said, you know, tell me your goals, / why you joined, / I named a few things, and I'll send you a little gift. Well, I immediately received back a number of really nice emails of people sharing why they're here, what they're doing, you know, because some of them, of course, have already launched and stuff since this went out after. But for example, hi, Michelle. Thank you for such a beautiful welcome. I'm excited to be on this team. The reasons I joined Park Lane are I love the jewelry. I love my managers. They are so nice and enthusiastic about Park Lane and all the motivation I receive. My launch date is Friday, October 4th at my house. So far, I have 20 confirmed guests. I invited over 100 and asked everyone to bring a friend. Fingers crossed. Going forward, I plan to use tips my leader gave me. For example, wear my jewelry everywhere. Use compliments as an open invitation. Always remember to invite Frank. Be positive. Don't be afraid of no's. Your Zoom meetings are great. I can hit replay. Once again, thank you, Tanya Hill.
I was going to say, that sounds like a conversation I had with her.
Yep. So she mentions both Sylvia and Elizabeth by name on that one. This one, I'm so excited to restart with Park Lane. I've been dormant for some time. I already have 800 in or so. I enjoy your videos and look forward to participating in the trainings. The reasons are many. I love jewelry. I could use the extra cash. I'm inspired by the dedication and support the uplines give. I look forward to my growth and the growth of the team. Sincerely, Janice Will. You know, so they're all, I mean, I decided to join Park Lane because I'm retired. I need something flexible and fun to add to my retirement income. I want to be in control of my business and my life. I love fashion. I want to earn $1,000 a month. I'm willing to do 1 to 2 shows a week. My launch date is 10/3. We'll close on 10/9. And then she said, sorry I missed the first version of this email. I didn't realize Shine On was where it would come from. It won't happen again. From Deborah. Deborah Bloodworth. So it was just really nice to get this level of engagement right out of, you know, like they thought these answers through. So I'll forward these on to those of you who they're from, but super excited for getting this, you know, level of contact from people, because the whole point of this is to just start to build the relationship, because in the case of all of the ones I shared, the contact person really isn't me, but it's good for them to know that if they can't get you, there is, you know, they can still come to me, or that you know, come on the Lunch and Learns. Engagement is up on the welcome calls since starting the original version of this, and I think they hold the link from the email. So, and I think they're you know, people obviously miss things on Facebook. So I think this has been a success, and I'm excited about it. All right. Any other, Belinda, I just got a text from Ryan Sudik about location for the Scott event. So are we going to go with the place in Hicksville?
We're going to have to go because everyone else is asking for a down payment. So we're going to have to go with that.
Give me a room fee because they all ask for a deposit.
Yeah, well, we don't have a deposit on that other place. I'm talking about a room fee.
A room fee, yeah. Okay. Okay, that's fine. So then I'm just gonna message you guys to get the final details so that I can send it to them, because I think they want to start. They want to put the invitation together, I think.
Okay. All right.
And I want to make sure that our team is mobilized for tables the way we always do it. That way we book a bunch of tables, we're in the front, and then everybody else gets what they get.
Well, it's a very tiny place, so we will all be like in the front.
All right, well, we're in the front. Just in the front. I don't care.
Yeah.
All right, great. All right, everybody. Well, thank you as always for a fabulous day of networking. Have great events, everybody. It sounds like there's still so much to come. I'm excited to do that raffle tomorrow. And this should be another great week because, of course, not only are we double points, but this is week 2 of Rich Rewards. And we have a lot of people part of the way there and a lot of people with open things on their computer from what I can tell. So should be another great one and get everybody closer to their goals for this month. Anything else you want to further discuss, just let me know. Have a great day, everybody.
Great. Thank you. Bye-bye.